A lot of messages I hear about your first love and returning to your first love. This is pretty interesting. I want you guys to hear this. The Ephesian church was accused, uh, not like an accusing of the brethren, but Jesus was really talking about how you lost your first love and how he appreciates how they call out the false apostles. They really hunt these guys down so that people can know who the true people of God are, the true ones, the true apostles who spread the real message. But Jesus says that they lost their first love. They need to return to their first love. And the question is, what was that first love? Well, if you want to look at the timeline, you need to go back and read Ephesians, the letter that Paul wrote to the Ephesians. And you will find that the Ephesians were known for their love. They were known for the way that they were mature in Christ and how they healed and how they loved and how they spread that gospel. So if you really want to talk about returning to your first love, you have to return to loving people. And I just did a video about how I believe that there are a lot of people who have rejected that first love. You are constantly going out trying to fight against people, trying to talk about how fake people are, how many haters there are, when Jesus never focused on that. He never focused on who was doing something wrong. He focused on getting people to do right. And it's just amazing. I can stop people from doing wrong all day, but it's superhero worship. You're trying to be a superhero. You're trying to save people. You're trying to bat out all of the wrong. When truth be told, if you were to just live right, you wouldn't have time to do wrong. If we were to teach people how to live correctly, which is what the epistles tell us, they teach us who we are in Christ. For instance, the works of the flesh are manifest. Those who do these things won't inherit the kingdom. He wasn't saying that as a way to try and get you to, okay, I can't do that, can't do that. No, he's saying that you are saved. You are filled with the Spirit of God. If you notice before that, he said, foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you? Who has put a spell on you guys to think that it's about works? No, the works of the flesh are manifest. They're obvious. These are the things that people who are not saved do. But you are not like that. Okay? So what we need to realize is if you do the do's, you don't have time to do the don'ts. Our battle is not against flesh and blood. It's against spiritual wickedness, evil. When we pull down strongholds, they're wicked thoughts. And we should teach people how to pull down wicked thoughts so that people are not constantly addicted to the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. Remember, those are the three things that are mentioned in the epistles, and then these are the three things that the devil tempted Jesus with: the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. The pride of life is a big thing right now. See, it's one thing to have pride, but the pride of life is tearing a hole in this country. And a lot of people are engaging in it and trying to put Christ behind it, when Christ is like, I'm not in that. Look at my life. Read the Gospels. Read it. Don't have a pastor read it to you. Don't have a priest read it for you. Don't have somebody read 2 verses and then preach to you for the next hour. Read it. And you will see how Jesus handled these problems. He was always out there healing somebody. Didn't matter who. Didn't matter what. Didn't matter what time. Didn't matter what disease they had. Jesus went after this thing. And he helped people. We can do that. And Jesus didn't have to hurt anybody to do it. Whenever they were ready to pick up stones and throw at him, he left. He left. Probably called him a coward for it. But he left. When the town rejected him, what did the disciples say? Let's call down fire and burn these people up. He said, you don't even know what spirit you're of. He said, that's not me. I don't do that stuff. Let's be more like Jesus and less like what the world is actually making a profit off of right now. They're profiting from this. Let's not be like them. Peace, guys.